Born in the RDC and killed many people. Subscribe, comments and share. High security in eastern DRC remains precarious, with armed groups increasingly emerging. Of the 132 that were counted in 2017, at least 72 were working in North Kivu province alone. It is an area threatened by low security, but on the part of the Congolese government, it continued as if security was only threatened by the M23 movement, which the country claims is supported by Rwanda, even though it is negotiating with them from a distance. Many of these groups were often formed in a way that is considered to be a defense against the citizens who accuse the state of failing to manage their security, and there are many others that are formed for the personal benefit of people who also commit murder and other supernatural crimes. Although these groups have been around for years, new ones are being formed these days. It comes to find another one that has already been recognized as Mai, which are gathering names: Alliance des Patriotes pour un Congo Libre et Souverain, APCLS, Coalition des Mouvements pour le Changement, CMC, FDP, Nduma Défense du Congo Renové, NDCR, and much more. Thank you. This group was established last year. Until now its leader is not known in a particular way, but he is one of those who continued to kill people in Masisi territory, in North Kivu province. The group recently killed 10 people and destroyed the livestock of many people in the area. It is a movement that complains about the culture of impunity and the weakness of the administration, which is appealing to the people in Bobo and one area in Banyangu. As Radio Okapi reported on January 7, 2023, the coordinator of non-governmental organizations in Masisi, Telesfor Midindiki, confirmed that, "We have informed the relevant civil and military authorities about the activities of these fighters, but nothing has been done." At that time, the spokesman for military operations in North Kivu, Lieutenant Colonel Guillaume Ndjike Kaiko, said that he does not know about the new group. MAPS. This new organization, called MAPI, was recently established in Ituri province. The military governor of Ituri, Lieutenant General Luboya Nakashama Johnny, recently condemned the formation of this unit, in an interview he gave in the town of Bunia on January 5. He stressed that while the RDC forces are trying to restore peace, there are others who are interested in disrupting it. It is a group that has a very confusing operation, either in the way it gets the military equipment it uses like weapons, or the money that enables it to do all these things. All of this happened while Ituri was in a state of emergency, so that the civilian administration was replaced by the military, and it was said that they were going to restore security, but the situation remained the same. On the other hand, the information continued to confirm that these groups are formed by government officials or soldiers who intend to use them for their own interests, including illegal mining. Nyachara Forum. In order to continue to create insecurity, 15 groups that go by the name of Nyachara have joined forces in the areas of Masisi and Rutshuru, including Nyachara John Love and Nyachara Domi, which are said to be fighting for the rights of Hutu. Nyachara, which means high jump, in Kinyarwanda, started to be spoken around 2010, but more and more Nyacharas are still being born. Sources testify that these Nyachara are working with FARDC in fighting M23 and other groups that were created to fight against the Tutsis. Nyachara John Love was founded in 2016 by Muhawenimana Bunom, known as John Love, a Congolese Hutu. He worked with the FDLR when he was elected, and he came out of it and founded his group in Rutshuru. On the other hand, Nyachara Domi are Nyachara FPC, led by Dominique Nduruhuseta, popularly known as Domi, was established between 2013 and 2014 after the split between Nyachara led by Muchoma and Bapfakulimui. Nyachara John Love and Nyachara Domi are also members of the Collectif des Mouvements pour le Changement, CMC, a coalition that works closely with the FDLR. Other Nyacharas include Nyachara Benjamin, Nyachara Nyanzimana, Nyachara Kasongo, Nyachara Jean Marie, Nyachara Kavambi, Nyachara Kijingi, Nyachara Babakar, Nyachara Delta, Nyachara Gatuza, Nyachara Enzai, Nyachara Mahenga, Nyachara Kalum and Nyachara Bizagwira. Each Nyachara is given a name based on its leader. The death toll continues to rise while these groups continue to grow. The RDC continues to complain about its activities. This Sunday, in the DRC, a bomb blew up people in the 8th CEPAC church in Kasindi Lubiriga municipality, Beni City in North Kivu province, killing 17 people. It was an attack in an area near Uganda, attributed to the ADF armed group that continues to fight the Ugandan army in collaboration with the FARDC in Ituri. Going back, last year, at least 32 people were killed between the 20th and 21st of December in Anyals and Walendu Watsi, in Mahagi territory of Ituri province. They were killed in the fighting between CODECO and Zaire. While these groups continue to kill many people, the latest expert report on Congo submitted to the United Nations Council confirmed that the ADF and CODECO groups continue to expand their activities and continue to attack civilians. At least the ADF alone is said to have killed over 370 people and abducted as many as 374 in the last year alone. On the other hand, the United Nations Human Rights Organization, in June 2020, announced that in the past 8 months, about 1,300 civilians have died in the DRC, killed in various activities by armed groups. As in North Kivu, where at least 514 civilians were killed using traditional weapons such as machetes, axes and guns, the FARDC itself was accused of killing 59 civilians and the police killed 24. This shows that while it is in charge of security, the FARDC is involved in disrupting it. Leaders are among the founders of these groups. One of the groups that continued to kill many people in Ituri is CODECO, which was established as a cooperative for the development of Congo, while it is called Coopérative pour le développement du Congo, in French. While Tshisekedi has put the area in a special situation for a long time, it was recently discovered that one of the people behind the activities of the CODECO group and its leader is the Speaker of the Parliament of Ituri Province, Simeon Cham. According to Politico.cd, the spokesperson of the Congolese Armed Forces FARDC in Ituri, Lieutenant Colonel Jules Nongo, this leader said that apart from having founded this group, all the attacks of this armed group take place in his home. The soldier continued, "If he is the president of the National Assembly today, it is at the cost of the blood of our people." He said that they continue to repair the damage caused by this leader and his family, while he also accused the military of not honoring its duty to restore peace, instead of sharing property. This child abuse continues without blame. While last week more than 50 people died in the fighting between CODECO and Zaire armed groups and other groups operating in the area. FARDC in cooperation with armed groups in the ongoing fighting between the Congolese Army FARDC and the M23 group, government forces are accused of collaborating with groups including the FDLR and the latest arrests of its patients. They include Adjutant Awamunu Innocent, who worked in the Secretariat of General Pacific Entawuga alias Omega, who heads the military department FDLR FOCA. He was asked why they were wearing FARDC uniforms, if they were really working together. He continued, "We work with FARDC during the war. We also work with Nyatra and train them." The other is Premier Soldat Safari M. Bits, who was also born in the DRC, so he never arrived in Rwanda. Asked where they get the military equipment, he said, "It is the FARDC that sends us." This confirmed the ongoing allegations that the FARDC is working with one of the armed groups, both in mining activities. Those groups also collect taxes from the people as they wish, but you will find that the government forces are not putting any effort into collecting them. It is something that has been repeated in expert reports since 2017. Currently, 2 provinces, Ituri and North Kivu, are in a state of emergency, so that the civilian leaders have been removed and replaced by the military, in the hope of suppressing the armed groups operating there. However, the activities of these groups continued, but it became clear that the activities of insecurity are involved and the government forces are dealing with them.